Hey, my name is Nisha and welcome to my channel. I went to a Rummage sale and I got some great jewelry which I'm going to share with you today. So let's go take a look. All right, let's get started. Oh yeah, this is really nice. It's a fun vintage choker, necklace, plastic beads with screen printed floral imagery on the front, and then extension chain here. Sometimes there'll be a mark right here, but there's nothing on that showing up. There's nothing printed on that. Okay, so we have a chain necklace. It does have some fading on it. This is a gold tone color. And when I say gold tone, meaning it's a gold color, but it's not made from a precious metal like gold. So that's why I use the term gold tone. And it does have a hang tag. So let's take a look at that. There we go. See, it has a T and then a crown shape on the top. Might be easier to see from this side. Okay, so that is the hang tag for Crown Trifari. So Trifari is the brand, and then Crown is a time period in that brand's manufacturing period, which is like 1955 to 1969. And this does look correct for the time period. Good vintage piece. Okay, so I got these because I like the look of them. Now they're clip-on earrings, they're not pierced, and I will buy them if they have a nice design to them. If there's something I feel like somebody will enjoy wearing. But I really like the interlocking leaf pattern coming around here. And it does look like a stone in here, so let's do our check. So I'm going to put the stone on my skin and see if it's cool or cold to the touch. Okay, so it feels cold to the touch, which means it's a stone. If it's cool to the touch, it could be glass. Now, sometimes, ooh, it's got some patina in here. There may be a manufacturer's mark in here or even on the back here, but I don't see one. Okay, I'll need to clean those up. Okay, another chain. Nice heavy chain. I don't know the type of chain that this is. It does look like it may have had a modification, meaning that the clasp has been changed. Just looking at the tarnish on that, it even looks like a different color. It looks more like a silver tone rather than a gold tone. All right, great. Okay. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. Okay, so this looks vintage. Ooh, nice and long. Looks like a lariat, meaning that's the length of it. That's 60 inches or more. Feels like glass beads. Now, for something like this, I would list this on eBay, definitely on Etsy, Poshmark, and Mercari. And I would do this using a cross-listing service called List Perfectly. It makes it very easy for me to cross-list and saves me a lot of time. So if you'd like to try List Perfectly for yourself, in the description below I have a link that will give you 30% off your first month. Okay, so let's take a closer look. So we have the clasp looks vintage, and then see these beautiful glass beads. You see the pattern in them. And if you look here at the opening here, you can see how they're constructed. With plastic beads, sometimes they're indented when they're created. And these glass beads are very smooth, which also indicates that they're glass. It's just a gorgeous piece. Woo! Another long piece. Look at that. Now they are plastic. It looks like a vintage fold-over clasp, but maybe replaced at one time. Which, when you deal with older pieces like Victorian, lots of times the clasp will be changed. It's not unusual. I really like the way these beads are constructed. They are plastic, but they have these interesting 3D construction to them. Oh yeah, this is definitely vintage. I can tell just by the type of chain that's used, the clasp, and by this decoration and the colors that are used in this pendant. Really pretty piece. No manufacturer's mark. And then a closer look at that silver tone chain. All right, great. Okay. Let's see what this is. Wow. Okay, so this one has a box clasp. So this is the clasp section. And then it unhooks here with this push bar right here. Little wiggle. Okay, it's snug, which is good. It's a beautiful statement piece. Look at the floating, these are plastic with the gold tone chain. I'm not sure, but this may be a reproduction. Sometimes you'll find a manufacturer's mark here or even on the inside. You know what? No, it is vintage. I'm just looking at the metal here that put together the plastic. It has a lot of tarnish on it, so okay. Great piece. Oh, okay. This is a lovely design. Look at that. Isn't that great? Asymmetrical with the graduating beads going from smaller to larger. Yeah, okay, so it definitely looks vintage, the clasp. And then the beads are in good condition, but do have a little bit of wearing, which is to be expected. All right, that would make a great statement with a bright colored dress or something like that. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Okay, this is definitely vintage. So it has this piece of tape on here. Let's take a look at it. I love the shield pendant design. It has the image of a knight in armor on the front. And there's no manufacturer's mark. And then the chain is definitely vintage, and you have the fold-over clasp. Okay, it's just a piece of tape on there. All right, isn't that great? Love that piece. Okay, here comes the 80s. Woohoo! Yay, 80s! Are you ready? Are you ready for the 80s? 1980s. Look at that color. Okay, clip-on earrings. And they have these little pads on there to make it so it doesn't hurt as much. But man, yeah, clip-on earrings, they're fun to wear for a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, great design. Okay, this is Vintage Day. Look at this, another vintage piece. I love the monogram with that cursive A. A little bit of tarnish. It cleans up just with a very barely damp paper towel. And then you have that pattern on the chain, fold over clasp. Okay, great choker. Yeah, I got this one. Got this one because of the design. I love the hearts with the rhinestones on here, and then the chain. It's definitely not vintage. We have the lobster clasp, and then if you look at the construction of the rhinestones, they're just glued in. I mean, vintage pieces do have glued in pieces too, but that's kind of a clue. But it's really, the chain is well made. It's heavy. It could even be from the 1990s. It's a nice piece. Okay. Some clip-ons. Look at that. Isn't that great? They're not exactly the same. They're a little bit different because the glades are made from ceramic. Nice statement pieces. And no manufacturer's mark on there. But nice. I like the way they look. Oh, interesting. Let's take a look at this. Oh, hang tag. Okay, so let's spread this out. Oh. Okay, so when you have like beads floating on a chain like this is called a satellite or floating, or even a station necklace. Very elegant. Be great for a party. Let's see who we have on the hang tag. Classic. Monet. Okay, great. Let's take a closer look at those beads. Gold tone. All right. Very nice. Ooh, okay. Oh. Okay, 1960s. Woohoo! I love the way the flower looks. It's very three-dimensional. Look at that. Now we can tell it's from the 1960s because of this shape of the clasp here. Okay, great design. Okay, who do we have here? Okay, so I like the choker. I like the hammered looking texture on the pendant here. It had a nice modern look to it, and it's almost a design that you would see with 1960s, 1950s, mid-century modern. But it's definitely a modern piece. See, is any manufacturer mark? No, let's take a closer look at that texture. Okay. All right, great. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, now I'm really confused. Okay, I got it. Wow, that's fabulous. Look at that. Oh, let's get it all in the frame. Oh, wow. Gosh, isn't that great? It's so elegant. Wow. Imagine wearing that to a party. Wow, that would just, you get a lot of compliments on that. Wow, it's gorgeous. Okay, it's definitely vintage. Just looking at this chain and the way the choker, not the choker, looking at the clasp, yeah, definitely vintage. And it's interesting with the multiple strands, how that looks. Okay, let's take a closer look at this pendant. So the pendant is just really fabulous. Look at how it trembles and will move. And it has this beautiful enameling on it, on those flowers. And I love all this texture. Now, it does have some wearing. I mean, you can expect that with vintage. But, yeah, when I found this, I was like, I wasn't quite sure what it was going to look like until we just looked at it right now. So this has been fun. Okay, I don't see any manufacturer's mark, but great piece. Okay. A very delicate station necklace with the imitation pearls and the two beads and this barrel clasp. Okay. Okay. New in the package, we have sterling silver. Let me just check. I think this is sterling silver. Well, let's check. Okay, so I have my magnet, and the magnet will tell me if there's any steel metal in here. It won't tell me if there's silver or not, but it's just a way to filter stuff out. So, it's magnetic, part of it. So let me just see if it's the chain. Okay, definitely the chain is magnetic. Okay, so let's check the pendant. Because sometimes necklaces, the pendant will be made from silver, but the chain won't. Oh, my magnet is picking up the chain in the back of the card. Oh, that's hysterical. Okay, we're going to try it a new way. Okay. So there may be some sterling silver in here, so I'll check that with a scratch test. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have a pendant necklace. Yeah, I like the way it looks. Okay. What else do we have? Interesting. Okay. This is an upcycled bracelet, meaning it's made from a variety of different pieces together. And I do sell them if they're a good design. So, yeah, I'm not sure about how it works. The bracelet section looks nice, but I'm not sure about the charm section. So this is just going to go into the craft lot. Just do a check. Now that's not magnetic, and neither is that. So I'll put that in my pile to check for silver. Okay. All right. Now these are got some patina on them. So they may not get listed. I did pick them up because they're actually Crown Trifari. So I'm going to put them into my cleaner and see if I can get them to come clean, but they have a lot of the green going on. I have a machine that cleans stuff really well, and I only put certain types of items into it. So usually metals work really well. If it has like a rhinestone, I don't put that into the machine because the water can get underneath the rhinestone and cause damage. Okay. 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 Great design. Oh, lenser. Okay, great. Let's see if we can show you that. Yep, there we go. Okay. And they're in really great condition. I don't think Lenser made anything with precious metals. I'll do a quick research and check on that, but they're not magnetic, so I'll put that in my pile to check. Oh, okay, definitely magnetic. This is fun. I really like the heart pendant. Okay, and then we have this nice chain on it. Definitely vintage. And I would run this through that cleaning machine. Okay. A nice pendant necklace, so let's just check. Feels like glass, kind of cool to the touch. And actually, if you look at it, it has that glass look to it, but you know, it's always good to check. It is upcycled, but it's a very pretty upcycled piece. So notice how the metal is tarnished here, and then the chain looks totally different. But it's a very pretty piece. Oh, okay, several things in here. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, definitely a parure, which means a set. So we got earrings, necklace, and a matching ring. And these are imitation pearls with rhinestones, and you can see that the rhinestones are set with glue. Their prongs are not holding them in. That's a good way to find quality pieces if you look for items that have prong set rhinestones or stones. So this one's missing a stone. So I can sell this as is. It could go in the craft lot, or I could search in the craft lot for a similar stone to put into here. It really depends on how much the value is that I think I'll get from it, or how much time I want to spend on it. Okay, great. Okay, I like this nice omega chain. See how it's almost like a piece of ribbon. It kind of folds. It doesn't really snag on anything. This does feel like it's vintage. Great everyday piece. And the clip-on earrings continue. What decade will they be from? I think these are 80s too. Okay, so we have a name. Okay, so we have CS for Avon. Normally I don't pick up Avon stuff because it takes so long to sell. So I'll check on the CS. That sounds like a special designer that designed for Avon this particular piece. But I really like the design. I like the enameling and the different color blocking they had on there. Nice long piece. I love the colors, the gold tone. All right, let's figure out what these beads are made from. All right, they feel cool to the touch, but not cold. And let's take a closer look at them. They have that kind of shiny, extra shiny surface that some glass has. And then the construction of this looks very vintage. Just trying to see if there's a clasp on here. Sometime on the longer necklaces, like when it's over 48 inches, there won't be a clasp. So there's no clasp on this one. Yeah, beautiful piece. All right. And this is the last pair, I promise. All righty. Very cute. Enameled clamshells. All right, do we have a manufacturer's mark? We do. Who is it? Okay, so they're not the best condition, but they're Dior. Look at that. I love Dior. Whenever I can find Dior, I pick up Dior. And they're even signed here on the inside, so let's take a look at that. Just fabulous. Okay. And I saved a great piece for last. I want to keep this for myself. Okay. You know what? It's just such a beautiful piece. Look at that. It's all glass. Oh. And it's vintage. Look at that. Oh, how wonderful is that? Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at the design created in each of these glass beads. Oh, man. That is just phenomenal. Look at that. Wow. Just amazing. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. So, we'll leave it with that. All right. Thanks for looking. Thanks so much for watching. If you would like to learn more about List Perfectly, in the description below, I have a link to a video that will give you more information. Also, if you'd like to try List Perfectly for yourself, I have a link in the description below that will give you 30% off your first month. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like and then hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.